I'm here with my girl.
What's up?
She's about to walk us through her Airbnb.
This right here has been amazing. I will definitely continue to invest in Sifely. I keep everything in here. I got this came from the Dollar Tree, y'all. $1.25.
Is that something you like recommend who is looking to get into Airbnb, like a theme?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm here with my girl.
What's up? I'm Sherelle, Lovely Hustles.
Lovely Hustles. So I came to meet her at her Airbnb. So it's been a journey.
I know, right?
I remember we met on the podcast.
Yes, we did.
And then we went to brunch.
Yep.
And then she was asking me questions about Airbnb and how to start. And then I have my own Airbnb.
Yep.
And then she started as a cleaner at my Airbnb.
Literally, yes.
And then now she has her own Airbnb. So we're about to go through her Airbnb. She's just gonna walk us through, and this is also gonna be like a, I guess, a tutorial or a mini class?
Yeah, little mini something to show you, just like things you need that are essential, some little tips and stuff like that too. So definitely tag along with us. Y'all ready?
Okay, so we're about to do a little MTV crib. She's about to walk us through her Airbnb and point out a couple important things that you guys will probably want in your Airbnb. So, ready?
All right, let's go.
So what is this thingy?
This is a electronic door lock. So what I can do is I can give the code to the tenants as they come in. They can put the code in like that. But since it's my apartment, my door, I do mine with my thumbprint. But you can change the codes on them. Very easy to install, cheap. You don't have to pay to have the app and all that good stuff. So I haven't had any problems. I never have to change the batteries. I think there's actually a key in here in this space right here. It won't come out, but there's a key in there, and then there's actually a lock that I can unlock to get in as well. So that's one thing I do like about this.
So you don't have to necessarily be here when the guest arrives.
Right, I don't ever have to be here. They check in, they have the code to get in. I like to make the process as seamless as possible, especially check-in, because people are tired. It's the end of the day. They're ready to chill, they're ready to see the spot. So I like to try to make things as easy as possible and give very particular instructions when checking in and stuff like that. So this right here has been amazing. I will definitely continue to invest in Sifely.
Okay. Do you change the code after every guest, or?
Honestly, out of my laziness, no.
Okay.
But I do change the code though, but not as often as I probably should, because some of the locks that you buy, they charge you each time you create a new password. I don't know. I don't think mine does that, but I'm just too lazy to change it as often as I should. But I probably change it every month, honestly, because
I'm the same way, girl.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So welcome. Let's start here because I think this is like very important. So this is the closet that I have. I call it my cleaning stock closet. If you have OCD, I'm really sorry. I've been clearly in and out of here a lot. But this is all my cleaning supplies. I keep everything in here. Trash bags. I keep all of my towels in here. Linens in here. Anything I'm going to be replenishing will all be here. So if I need somebody to come clean and I can't make it, all they need is a key to get into this closet. And they'll be able to do whatever they need to do to clean the apartment. But yeah, I have, I can show you that stuff in the bathroom too. I also provide like snacks. So I have like a big box of snacks and things like that. Oatmeal noodles. The noodles be going crazy. But yeah, I also offer that kind of stuff too.
I never thought about doing the noodles. That's fire.
That's what be going is the noodles. I mean, I got a pot. I offer you a bottle of water for free, so you got a meal. This is the kitchen. This is how I have it set up. I like everything to be presentable, so I'm really meticulous about how stuff looks when people come in and see it. Even all the way down to like the cabinets. Like this came from the Dollar Tree, y'all. $1.25, easy. But like even with this stuff in here, I want it to look nice, neat. I want you to feel like it's clean. I want it to look clean because this will get you 5 stars. That's what you aim for, is 5 stars. This set right here was $10 at Walmart. These glasses were $6.99 for the whole 8-pack.
Oh wow.
$1.25 at the Dollar Tree. My mom gave me these straws, so I put them in here from Airbnb. So yeah, I mean, you can save a lot of money. You don't have to be a big spender to have these things. Keurig coffee pot, you always have to have a coffee pot. Everybody needs coffee. So if you don't have it, you might not get 5 stars. I also provide cream and sugar. Those little mugs were $1.25 from the Dollar Tree. I mean, it's easy to provide these things. What else? I do also, that's my lunch. Sorry, y'all. I was hiding my lunch from y'all. Okay, and this is healthy. It was healthy food. So I also provide pots and pans in the bottom here too, and even like a baking sheet, $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. I even make these presentable too in the drawers.
Okay.
Nice.
You got a cookbook in here?
Girl, that's mine. I don't use it, so I was like, I'm gonna put it in my Airbnb. So yeah, all of that. And then this is always a big hit. I don't know what it is about this thing, but everybody loves to rave about having this little kettle in here. So I have that. Just a little bit of decor. Oh, one more good thing I do. So these are all $1 at the Dollar Tree.
Oh,
so
you have the seasoning.
Yes. And then somebody took my oil. I had some oil from the Dollar Tree too that I had in here, but they used it up. This is what I call my welcome center. It's just kind of showing them who I am. And if they have any questions, it's all on here. Any rules, you know, don't smoke. Don't smoke. All that kind of stuff. I even have ideas of places nearby, like Top Golf, Westheimer Main Event, the closest Walmart and Target nearby. So this is good. I like this. I like this setup here. People like to see that too. And then this is my living room.
It's cute. It's like a boho style.
Yeah, exactly. It's called Boho Bliss, actually.
Oh,
that's the name of this apartment. So a lot of this stuff here literally came from like Walmart, DD's, Facebook Marketplace. Like this entertainment center was $50.
Wow.
This one from the same guy was $30. So I just really bargained a lot. Some stuff is cheaper online too to order. Always have a TV put on the wall. Right.
Oh yeah, I learned my lesson with that.
I'm telling you, I paid a lot of attention when you taught me everything. What else can we go look at? We can go to okay, so this is just a closet, but I mean, people store stuff here. You know what's so funny? I don't have storage here. There's no dresser, there's no drawers,
oh, wow.
There's nothing.
I didn't even notice though.
I didn't either until somebody was wanting to stay for like 8 months, and I was like, oh, I have no dresser drawer. And I was like, I can do that. That's the least I can do is go buy a dresser. But I never did because she didn't end up staying. So here's the storage, I guess. Some hangers, a little pillow in here. I like to keep that pretty open. But let's go to the bedroom. All right, so this is the bedroom.
And it has a TV in here as well.
Yes, I had to bend my dollars for that because I was like, I want a TV in the bedroom. I'd be mad if I was in the bedroom and there's not a TV in there, you know? So I do have that. Linens are fresh, clean, all that good stuff. And then behind you, actually, another closet. Like I said, I like for it to be presentable. So
okay, it comes with the iron and
yeah, and no one's stolen my wrinkle releaser. I'm surprised. I thought somebody would pack that with them, but nope, that has not been the case. So no one's stolen anything, actually. This is the bathroom.
Oh, the bathroom is nice. Look at this big old mirror.
I tried to keep it simple. I think the one thing I wanted to do was make it for men and women. I think a lot of apartments are more geared towards women, more feminine. And I'll tell you, I have more men checking in than I have women that stay in my apartment.
Oh, wow.
And they don't cook. They don't leave a mess. They just pee on the toilet. So that's the only thing I'm cleaning as far as deep cleaning goes, and I'm not mad about that. But I always have this too. Sometimes I leave it here on the counter or I'll put it under the sink. But when I put it under the sink, nobody sees it.
Oh, you got the pads
Girl,
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
And these are organic. The Dollar Tree.
Organic.
The Dollar Tree has organic pads, ladies. Okay, just letting y'all know. This was a Dollar Tree too. These are like $3 at Walmart, but this has a toothpaste, toothbrush, and the cover for it. So it's like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
And then of course lotion, makeup wipes, shower steamer. What is that called? This bomb, bath bomb. Yeah, there you go. we clearly know what it is. And then here I always provide extra toilet tissue. Nobody takes it and they don't go crazy with it, so I don't mind leaving it. And I have towels here. Okay. And I provide. And that's the bathroom. Oh, let me get a light on here. All right, so don't laugh at my ghetto door, but the dude took it off because the dryer is so big that the door won't close, which is fine. I hid the door so you won't know. But I got a new washer and dryer finally, and so I have like a hamper here for them, and then I also provide dryer sheets, bleach, and detergent to everybody. They all get one. So if you want to wash, you can. Most of them don't, honestly. They really don't. I think they just take the shit home and just,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the apartment. That's it.
Yay. Okay, well, stay tuned, guys. We're going to do a little Q&A and answer some questions on how you can get your own Airbnb and get started.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm here again with Lovely Hustles.
Hey,
she
y'all.
just gave us a tour of her beautiful boho-styled Airbnb.
Thank you.
So, is that something you like recommend to someone who is looking to get into Airbnb, like a theme, like?
Yeah, right off the bat, I mean, it depends. If you have a vision and you're trying to do Barbie and you're trying to do all pink and that's just what you want to do and you know you can do it, I say do it. But if I were to recommend somebody starting off who really doesn't have any experience, I wouldn't say to go with a major theme. I would say to go with a theme that can be transferable. You know, like you can add color to it, you can take color away. Like here, I've added the green pillow since I've been here. I've added this brown one here, so it's colors that I can play with and move around with and be able to change if I want to change it. So I would definitely say, make it nice, but I would say starting off, go more neutral.
Yeah.
But neutral can look nice, so you know, it's nothing wrong with going neutral, but I definitely say start there if you're trying to reach anybody to stay your Airbnb for sure.
Yeah, because you know, like you said, it's cute and nice. You can add to it, you can subtract to it.
Right.
You're not just confined to that. So
yeah.
Okay, and so what did you have to do to secure this unit? How did you get the unit in the first place? Yeah.
So it's funny because I finally learned to not accept no's. I've been calling and visiting and emailing places for like 6 months. Like since we talked, I had been still doing it, slow about it, but still doing it. I never stopped trying to do it. And I finally, I remember her telling me one thing that always stuck with me, try the newer apartments because they need bodies, they got to make their money back. And so I found one with like 80 flags on it saying now leasing, you know, lease today. So I called on the way to work and she literally said, come in now, I'll let you have an Airbnb. I want you to come look at it, like check it out. And I was like, okay, so I did. And at that point she was like, I mean, you can do an Airbnb here. We have one other person that does them here. And she was just very nice and open about it. So that's rare to find, I'll be honest. But it's all about the relationship that you build with the management team. Like, as long as you're communicating with them, as long as you're professional, I think you can definitely go far with it. Some people like, oh, you want to sneak and do it? I'm like, no, I don't want to sneak and do it. I don't want to do it the wrong way because eventually somebody might mess with my money. Yeah. So the process of the application is just like getting your own apartment. Now, she did say that I needed to have an LLC, so I do have one, of course, but the apartment is in my name. It's my apartment. So if something happens, it's on me, you know, so you do have that liability, but I'm definitely ready to get more. And because I've done well here and my tenants don't go to the front office and bother people and I never have issues, they're like, you can get more, you can get a 2-bedroom if you want. We'll give you a good view. So she's definitely like giving me the green light to continue to build my business for sure. So you definitely want to have a good relationship.
And I love that. This is what I love about Sherelle is because I gave her the game and I told her, you're going to have to call. Like,
you are.
And it's not going to happen right away. I really, not only Sherelle, but my other mentees, and I feel like a lot of people give up.
Oh yeah, it's easy. It's too easy to give up. So why wouldn't you just give up?
But I told her you'll eventually get a yes. Like it's impossible. You know, you're probably gonna get a million no's, but you're gonna have to come across a yes.
Yeah, and that's all I got for 6 months was no, never, or no response, or you know, I'd say, hey, I'd love to come visit and see. No, we're not doing that here. That's a liability because some people just see it as such a negative thing. But if they were really being smart, you know, it's low maintenance to have somebody like me rent out 5 apartments because you know the rent's gonna be there every month. You know, it's going to stay clean. Those are things you want to explain to them. So you just have to kind of let them know how they can benefit from you having an Airbnb, not how they won't benefit from you having the Airbnb. Just kind of teach it backwards.
And now that you've been here for a while, you've had great reviews. No problems. Now you've developed a relationship to where, like you said,
the door is open. More. Yeah, I can get more. I think it's also important to network too. I just got into this networking thing. I've been inside, but just going to one event, people were like, because I want to scale my business. I want it to be like high-end luxury. I want high-end clientele, and I definitely want to like upscale my apartments and give a much better experience and a high rise. And I didn't think that was possible, but I've met people who are like, that's very possible. I know this person, I know that person. So don't give up. And if you have something you want to do more than what you're doing, just keep that, make that the focus and build until you get to that place.
Okay, great. So how do you market or promote your Airbnb? Are you only listed on Airbnb? And how have you been able to maintain, bodies and, being able to, I think people are worried, like, then can I afford rent plus profit? So how do you go about that?
So marketing, I'll be honest, I have my own Lovely Hustles Instagram page. So I put tips and stuff on there, but I don't really market the space itself. I honestly don't market it. I think the marketing that I focused on was on Airbnb's app, because that's where everybody's going to see everything. So if your pictures aren't good, if your description's not good, if you don't have a good location or something to convince somebody to stay there, then, maybe you need to look at some things. But Airbnb is also good for giving you resources to help you, showing you other people's accounts, showing how other pictures look. So that's what I did. I stayed in the app and I just looked at other people's Airbnbs, how their pictures looked, what they felt like was important for people to see. Even the name of your Airbnb unit, that will either deter people away or bring them in. So you want to definitely think of a good name for including like location. You want to make sure that you want to describe the type of place you have too. It's hard to do that with just a few words, but it's just something that I think is necessary. Photos is number one though. If you don't have good pictures, then you may see less. But somebody approached me and said, what if I go a month without somebody checking in? And I just told her that was impossible. I feel like it is, right? Do you feel like that?
I've never not had a guest all month.
That's what I'm saying. I've never not had a week of not having. I think the most amount of days I've not had a tenant checked in is like 2 days at most. So, and that's just what it is. The weekdays are sometimes harder, but I don't have an issue with that. Like, people are checking in. They just are. Everybody's not traveling to Houston. There are a lot of people that live here that have, maybe they're displaced for a little minute. Maybe they're getting a house built. Like, there's so many reasons that people stay in Airbnbs. It's not just someone traveling to the city to have fun. Like, you have to really think about that too.
So what do you say to people who are like, Airbnb is dead? You're crazy for getting into Airbnb.
You dead. You crazy. Because a lot of people have asked me, how are you doing? Are you doing well? Are there vacancies? Or are you having issues? Are people tearing it up? And I'm like, no. But I think, to me, in my opinion, from what I've seen on the rough side and on the good side, I think it's all about presentation. If you have a place where you're not making sure it's spotless and you're not buying things that look nice and clean and make somebody feel like they want to be there, they're not going to treat your stuff like that. They're going to leave it a mess. They're going to rip things or tear things up or break something and be like, oh, well, it ain't mine. So I think you have to display that you care about your space so that they know to be careful and care about your space too.
Okay. I know you've had great reviews. You have 5 stars, right?
I do.
A 5-star. 5. Are you super host yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
So on the way to super host, 5 stars, great reviews. But have you ever had any issues, something you had to deal with, whether it's a guest or the unit itself?
I did. It was a guy. He was one of my first guests actually. So I had cleaned the unit myself. I left the Chick-fil-A cup. Yeah. And my name is on it. You know how Chick-fil-A put your name on everything. So it was obvious that I was there. So he complained about that. But he complained about the water. He said the water had a smell to it. He couldn't bathe. He couldn't brush his teeth. And I was just like, why didn't you say nothing? He didn't say anything to me the whole time he was here. So when he checked out, he made the complaint. And he ended up winning this, y'all. just so you know. He ended up getting half his money back, but it's because I wasn't on my stuff. I should have taken pictures when I saw makeup and hair on my sheets because he had an extra guest he didn't register. So you have to be very careful with that kind of stuff. But he ended up getting half of a refund, and I think it was the Chick-fil-A cup that got it. I really do. And then with Airbnb and support, like when the tenants are on top of Airbnb and really trying to get their money back or really trying to put through a complaint, like I think they kind of more so side with them on that, because it's like, why are you still trying to get these $50 or $80, you know? So it was my fault. I should have taken a photo of what I saw. That way I could have backed up my end too, and I wouldn't have had to refund him half of that. But I wasn't tripping. It was an experience. It wasn't anything that would stop my business from growing. So he didn't leave a review, which is good too. So I wasn't tripping about it.
Yeah, I think within any business, you're going to have every now and then that bad
you just,
client.
Yeah, I bought like 3 comforters because somebody done ruined my comforter. Somebody had a stain on the other one. I was like, oh my God. But I mean, I wasn't tripping because I was like, that's the business. It's just what it is. You just have to replace things like that at times, you know?
Exactly. So how do you ensure safety and security for your guests when they stay at your Airbnb properties? Is there something specific that you do? Any measures in place?
Aside from having the smart lock on the door, I wouldn't say I do anything specifically to make them feel safe, but just make sure you're in a safe area and you know what's going on at night. Like I've stayed in my Airbnb a few times, and one time I called the police because somebody would not stop partying. I'm like, it was crazy. And I had my daughter with me, so those kind of things do happen. It's good to know what's going on at night. But the apartment complex, the manager, like I said, I'm really good in with her, and she assured me, like, we don't have crime here. We tow cars if they're here, if they're not supposed to be. Like, they're on top of it with security. So that is probably why I don't do anything more than
yeah, in general, you're going to be safe.
Yeah.
I never had any real security issues either.
Yeah, same.
So how important is communication with your guests in the Airbnb experience? When they check in, are you like constantly communicating with them? And how does that look like, and how does that go?
So I do automated messages on the Airbnb's app because they have that now. So if I'm communicating with them or they're asking me a question, they probably have the answer and they just didn't read what I've already sent. But aside from that, like even the guy that was here for 14 days, he was like, what do you want me to do with the trash? What do I do with these non-perishable items? So it's nice to know that they even are willing to communicate. Some people just don't, you know, but I have mostly everything automated. So the communicating that I have to do is very, very, very minimal. Like it's either a thank you or this place is great, or you know, something along those lines. And if it's a question like Wi-Fi, you know, it's like the sign is over there, the password is on the counter. So I just try to, you know, keep those things in front of their faces so that they don't have to keep asking questions or feel like they don't have all the information they need to be able to stay.
Okay, so I had a question in my mind. So I was gonna say something just now.
What you gonna say, girl?
What was the last thing you just said?
Don't do that to me now. What was the question you asked me?
Communication.
Has
there been a time where you actually, because there's been times where like the guest was like, there's something specific missing in the unit, and I had to come down and bring it to them. Have you had a situation?
I have done that. I remember you doing that with a skillet too.
Yeah.
It's a great skillet. So I had someone who kind of booked very last minute. He booked the day that he checked in, and he booked for like 8 days, and he had a wife and 1 small child. And so I remember only leaving out like 1 small thing of detergent, you know, like I showed you earlier. So I went by and I left out a few more towels. I put some more towels in a nice basket, put some more detergent in there, left a little note like, hi, welcome, you know, enjoy your stay. And they were over the moon just for me doing something as simple as that they weren't even asking for. I think those things really get you good reviews too. And it's good customer service for sure.
Okay.
That's probably the only time. I think that's the only time I've ever had to like get up and run and go do something for my tenant for sure. It's just that.
Okay. And are you the one cleaning the Airbnb?
Oh yeah. I've had some friends help me before, but I like to do it. I don't know. I mean, of course I don't like scrubbing toilets and all of that. But I like to be able to stage everything. I like to see the outcome after I've cleaned it. I like for it to smell good. So it's like, as I grow and expand and I get more people on my team, like they're gonna have to just understand, like this is like I'm setting the bar high. I'm just setting it high.
It's your vision. No one else can see your vision.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm gonna do it until
and it saves money. It adds to your profit.
Yeah. One thing I heard about Airbnb, they're trying to get rid of the cleaning fee. And I'm like, why?
No.
And I think they're doing that to bring in more people. But I'm like, what are we supposed to do? Like just take the L for cleaning if they leave a huge mess or they break something. I'm not getting away from that. I keep my cleaning fee for myself.
Have you ever had to submit a Airbnb like support on your behalf, like because someone damaged something and you're looking for Airbnb or the customer or Airbnb to compensate you?
Yeah, so not for my personal Airbnb, but I used to work for somebody who had like 12 of them, so I was managing them for him, and there were issues where items were broken, items were stolen, damaged. And so, anytime I would come in or anytime the cleaners would go in, I'm like, take pictures. So they sent us pictures all the time. And I would just send them the Airbnb support and say, hey, they left a really huge mess, or hey, they ruined this or damaged that. All you have to do is tell them what it costs. They give you the money back, and then they just bomb rush the tenant and make them pay through them. So I do like that about Airbnb support, though.
So Airbnb support, they're pretty on top of it.
Oh yeah, like they're very detail oriented. They look at everything you message, what you say word for word. So be very specific and careful with what you say, because it might come back and bite you. And just be sure in everything you say to the tenants when you're messaging them, for sure.
Yeah, even in my experience as well, as long as you have the evidence, the proof, they will, and they're actually very good at communicating and being timely with coming through for you. So.
They call you, they email you, they call you to see if you got the email. So yeah, Airbnb support is really on top of it. I think they really try to show us that they have our backs too, and not just the tenants who may have an experience that they didn't expect.
In your opinion, what are the key factors that contribute to your successful Airbnb as a host and for your guest?
Ooh, like what? So say it again.
Why do you think that you have 5 stars? Why do people love your Airbnb so much?
I think they like it because it's newer. It's for one, my apartment complex is brand new. Like no one's ever stayed in this apartment until I rented it out. So that's one thing I really liked about this. But what gives me my 5 stars? I think it's all the little extra things I do. I think it's definitely how I set things up when they come in. I always make sure it smells good when they come in. And then I provide like snacks and stuff like that too. But I just come across very friendly on the messaging too. You want to be a friendly host. You want to be a welcoming host. And you want to be show them that you're available all the time if they have questions and stuff. So I think me just being Chick-fil-A-ish with my customer service has definitely kept me going strong in the race. But that's what I want to do though. I want to provide that. Like I want to add concierge. I want people to be able to get a car, get a spa day here, get a massage, get your nails done, have a private chef come. So I definitely, yeah.
So you would say there's room for you to grow and even make more money.
And I didn't think that at first, but then I was like, no, I like what I'm doing, but I really want to go up with it. And I'm like, I can. I mean, why couldn't I? Why wouldn't somebody travel to a luxury Airbnb with everything available at their hands and feet? Like, So I know it can be done.
So now that you've had experience with Airbnb, not only with your own Airbnb, managing other people's Airbnbs, where do you see Airbnb and you going in 2024?
Ooh, okay, so like I said, I have my LLC, so it's Lovely Properties. I definitely want to make Lovely Properties global or get to that level this year for sure. Like I said, I'm definitely going to go outside a lot more. I've signed up for real estate events where, investors and all kind of people are there doing the same stuff we're doing, just trying to learn and grow and build. So that is the plan, is just to continue to grow. I have some things I want to do, and it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. If it takes another year or so, that's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm I'm just motivated and ready to really expand the business and really show somebody how different it can be. You know what I'm saying? Just stepping out of the box a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And then I kind of pointed it out when we first started, but I just want to point it out again. Like, it's your mindset for me. Like,
yes, it is. Definitely the mind. Like, I'm in my late 30s. I did not have this mindset before now. Like, I always had it that, you know, you go to school, you go to college, you work your way up, retire, live your life after you retire. And then I started seeing people doing that beforehand. And then, you know, you see other things happening. You're like, you know what, I can do that too. I can make that work. So your mindset is where it begins. If you know that what you want to do is what you really want to do, then nothing can stop you. It's all about what you do. Sitting at home and watching other people have fun and looking at other people's stuff grow is not going to help you out. You have to get out and you have to put in the work. Period. You have to put in the work. There's no way around it. If you're trying to upscale or you're trying to level up or you want to connect with people, like my Rolodex is weak right now. So I'm definitely trying to network and meet more people who invest in real estate, who will give me funding, who are happy to help me out if I need help with anything, you know? So definitely networking and getting outside and just being determined to do whatever you're trying to do is just going to do it. And then don't accept no, because I don't even like to say the word no, let alone accept it. But yeah, that would be my advice.
Yeah, and then, you know, I just admire the fact that you, like, again, you don't accept no's, and then it didn't matter how long it took. Like,
yeah, because I was like, man, this is going for a while, but I was like, you know what, like, it's gonna happen. You just have to know it's gonna happen. You have to be patient. And even in the time when I was waiting, I was pricing furniture. I was reaching out to people about all kind of stuff in regards to my Airbnb, because I know that time is of the essence, if you will. So any little bit of time I had in between these no's, I was still researching the Airbnb business, the space, locations, what to put in it, what not to put in it. I was at YouTube University all day, all night, just making sure I had all T's crossed and all I's dotted, because I knew once I got the yes, it was like go time. At that moment, I had to have everything I needed. I needed, supplies and just everything. So it's definitely, I think it's good to prepare as much as you can. Learn as much as you can, even if it's just a little piece here, a little piece there. Like, definitely continue to educate yourself.
Yeah, I just wanted to give you your flowers on that, because I literally seen Lovely Hustles, aka Sherelle. I literally saw her speak it into existence. How long ago was that when we went to brunch? That was like...
It was warm out. Was it after summer? Like right in the summer fallish area?
I think it's going on a year, maybe 8 months ago.
Oh, is that
9
well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because that makes sense, because I said I had been doing this for like 6 months before I finally got it. Yeah, so it has been
maybe 8-10 months ago.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and then even 8-10 months, when you think about it, it's not that long.
It's not
that long.
Yeah, if you're in the moment now and you're like 8-10 months ahead, it does seem far. But like now that we're here again, it's crazy, because that seems like yesterday that you were showing me your apartment and we were in there, and it's crazy.
So we just basically had started out going to brunch. She was interested in Airbnb and she knew that I had one. And she's like, girl, let's go to brunch. Yeah. Like, she was on top of it. I
needed some money, y'all. I was broke. I needed some money. I'm like, I gotta figure something out. She's doing something right over here. Every time I see her, she's looking like she's doing well and always teaching and preaching about it. So I was like, okay, you know what? We're in the same space for a reason. Let me take advantage and just pick her brain. But I thank you, because you didn't have to do what you did. Like, you literally gave me the game. We was having a little drink and fun, but like, you really were not happy. You were not afraid to just tell me what it was, the time it took, the money it takes, like all of that. You just laid it all out, and you have a really good process too. Even all the way down to the pitch form that we have and stuff too, that we submit if we email to apartments and stuff like that. Like, all of that, I appreciate it. You are amazing. I love you.
No problem. And it's that's the thing. It's like, when I see someone I could just tell, like, you were willing to put in the work. You weren't just looking for a handout.
Yeah.
And then, like, you were very genuine. And, I look for genuine friendships.
Yeah, of course.
Although I'd never asked for any monetary value.
Yeah.
Like, I knew there was value in you as a person.
Definitely.
So,
appreciate that.
So that's that. And so I know you said you didn't have this mindset until your late 30s. And I know you have kids, right? So 2 kids. So would you be okay if they didn't go to college?
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
As long as you're not in my house. Let me not say that. I am not firm on that. So if you want to go to college and that is what you really and truly want to do and you see value in that, mama got you. I'm going to support you. If you see something outside of that, let's sit down and talk about what this plan is. Because, you know, a lot of times when we go to a job, right, it's already set up what we have to do. We don't have to do anything. They tell us what to do and we do it.
Just show
if
up.
If you're doing something out of the box that doesn't require college and those things, like, let's talk about what could happen. Let's talk about the pros, the cons. Let's talk about bumps in the road you could run into, finances, you know, the time it's going to take. So, you know, it has to definitely make sense if you decide not to go to college. And if you need help, you know, for my kids, I'm definitely going to help them with that, to figure that out for sure. But yeah, I support whatever they do. Whatever they want to do, I definitely support it. I will be encouraging if I feel like maybe they should do something. But as far as them making their own decisions, like, I feel like, you know, do you?
Right.
Just know that if you don't have a college education, this is what can happen versus if you do. So, you know, It's good to fall back on.
Okay, great. Well, that's it for my questions. But did you have any other tips or advice or anything that you might want to leave to our lovely people?
All right. If y'all are looking to get into the Airbnb space, here you go, right here. She has a really, really, really good course. I like the course. I still have the course. Sometimes I go refer to it. I'm like, what did she say about this thing? What can I be doing? So definitely check that out. If she doesn't have it out there, she will put it out there soon because she has a course and it's great. And I think she should definitely be putting it out there if it's not. But yeah, that's it.
And would you say, like, I know it took in work, obviously, and work and effort, but it's not easy, but this is what I like to say. It's simple, but it's not easy. It's as simple as making phone calls. It's as simple as that, really.
Yeah, it really is. Just reaching out to somebody. That was what I was scared of with networking, period. Was just getting out there and saying, hi, my name is, and this is what I do. But honestly, doing that, you're putting yourself out there and your business out there. So I think it's always good to put yourself out there. But what was the question you asked me about this? What was the original question you were saying? My mind went off.
Oh my goodness. I was saying that, like it's simple, but it's not easy.
Right. I think, for me, I was not one to always put in a lot of hard work. And I think that's just because I was doing stuff I didn't really want to do. It wasn't really my passion, it was somebody else's passion, or it was just convenient, or it paid my bills and then some. But like, even I was just talking to my husband today, he was like, you know, the messaging and stuff and the Airbnb, don't you think it's a hassle? And I'm like, no, I enjoy messaging people. I enjoy showing up if they need something. I enjoy thinking of things to do in my Airbnb and adding to it little by little and really just planning a few. Like, I literally enjoy that. Now, if it was a different type of business, probably not, because I'm not into it. But this is what I really enjoy doing. I really like decorating. I really like customer service and just, you know, giving people a good experience. So as long as it doesn't feel like that, I think you will know if you're in the right place, in the right space. But the work is going to be there. You have to put in the work for sure, period. In anything. It's just...
So the hardest part, and I think I told Sherelle this, and I tell a lot of my mentees this, is the hardest part is securing the unit. That's the hardest part, is just finding the unit. Once you find the unit, it's easy.
It's go time. Yeah, that's it.
And then, you know, like Sherelle said, if this is something you generally want to do, it's fun.
It is.
Like, just being, like, we were talking before we started the camera, and you were like, oh, you know, I can always come to my Airbnb when I want to.
Yeah.
And it just feels great to have
something of your own.
Even if it's just one property so far. It's just like, I can come here. This is mine.
Yeah.
And it's just, you have a second place.
It feels unreal, honestly, at times, because you never think you could have two places at once, right? Like, it's like having two cars. Who has two cars, you know? But honestly, I like what I'm doing, and I like that my kids get to see what I'm doing. Like, I bring my daughter here with me. We have girls' time here. We hang out. We spend the night, you know? So as much as it is fun, she's also seeing, like, mommy's running a business. Like, this is her business. She has to keep it clean. People stay here. She makes money doing this. So I definitely enjoy bringing my kids in to see the experience of what hard work is. And sometimes you have to be quiet for a little bit and grind and work. But I mean, like she said, once you get the apartment, it's go time. Like it goes crazy to me after that. It's like, okay, now I gotta get furniture, now I gotta order this, now I gotta get that, now I have to get, so yeah, definitely make sure you're prepared once you get the green light.
And sure. As far as at least Airbnb, it doesn't require you to be physically present.
Right, you don't have to be there. I didn't have to bring the towels and stuff there if I didn't want to, but no, I mean, as long as you have the automated messaging under control and you see what most people are asking as far as the most common asked questions, if you put those into your automated messaging, I mean, I've had plenty of tenants who I don't talk to and I don't see. I come in and clean when they check out, and I leave, and then somebody else checks in. Like, it's just that easy.
Yeah. I probably never, unless I had to, actually, even when I had to bring them something, I just leave it at the door. I've never seen any of my guests in person.
And they don't want to be seen. They don't want to see you either.
I think they like that. I think they don't want to be bothered.
Yeah, they really don't. I definitely know that for sure. Especially because I have a lot of guys here. Like, they don't care. I know there was an issue with one of the cabinet doors. It was running, the hinges were loose on it, so I wanted somebody to come tighten it. And I messaged him, I said, hey, is it okay if we have maintenance come by? They're just gonna tighten up a cabinet door for you. And he was like, yeah, they can do that when I leave. They don't care. Yeah. They don't want to be bothered. So stuff like that, I like that part.
Oh, you brought up another point, maintenance. Mm-hmm. So now that you've like you said, you're in partnership or a relationship with the manager. Mm-hmm. They know you do Airbnb, mm-hmm. so you're able to, and like you said, it's just like having your own apartment.
It is.
So you're able to have free maintenance.
Yeah, free maintenance, free pest control once a month as well. I have valet trash here, so they don't ever have to worry about trash leaving outside the door, which I give instructions to. And anytime I've ever had an issue with maintenance, they fix it the same day. They email me and let me know, hey, your order is in. We're going to be there at this time. Hey, we're done. Everything's fixed. So it's definitely good to make sure that you have a good maintenance team at your apartment complex. Because if it's whack, you're going to end up suffering. Yeah. Especially if like your refrigerator breaks down or something important like that, where people may be coming to stay for 4 days and they have groceries. Where are they going to put them? Or even lights, when light fixtures are out, like you'd be surprised how many people are like, yeah, there's a bulb out. Like, can we get that fixed, But, it is what it is, so.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. You can also learn Airbnb from Lovely Hustles. She also has a YouTube channel of her own, which I will tag her on everything. Do you just want to shout out your Instagram where they can find you?
Yeah. So sorry, I'm goofy. So you can follow me, Lovely Hustles, on all platforms. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and I'm on YouTube. LOVELEE Hustles.
Hustles. Thank you guys. Make sure you comment and subscribe and go follow Lovely Hustles.
And her too.